4 or 5 games of the season. But the Lakers did exactly what they're supposed to do when you go out and dominate a team that you know that's really not playing for anything and you're playing for everything at the same time. You don't want to have one of these games come back and bite you. So I thought they went out and took care of business, and they got a good production from the top 3 guys they were supposed to get it from.
They really did, Chandler.
Yeah, listen, the Lakers that game meant everything to the Lakers, and it meant nothing to the Thunder, and it showed throughout the game. And again, can't discredit what the Lakers did. And this is a team that they know they're going to have to go through, possibly in the Western Conference Finals, to reach the final. So this was a huge statement game for them. This is the kind of win that you want to see towards the end of the season, where you're peaking, you're going up, you're starting to play your best basketball of the year. And this was a great all-around full game for the Lakers defensively, holding that team, under 100 points, not letting SGA get to the free throw line one time. I don't care that they're not playing for anything. That is impressive. That is a statement game. They're getting production all around, but for their big 3, they continue to be efficient. They continue to be great. So this is a great game, and it meant something more to the Lakers, and it showed.
Yeah, we'll get to the SGA free throw thing, because it's a very interesting stat, especially given sort of how he plays and how people view him as playing. But right now in the West, the Lakers are 1.5 games up on the Nuggets, and Denver has lost 4 in a row. So, yeah, I guess seeding is always going to be very important. But between 3 and 4 here, Chandler, how big a deal is it for the Lakers to keep this up?
It's crazy. It's a big deal. It's a big deal because, again, like I said, you want to be playing your best basketball. It's too early to sit around and kind of pick your matchups. And they're going to get someone good regardless. If they're 3, if they're 4, they're going to play a Warriors team that's hot. They're going to play a Anthony Edwards Minnesota Timberwolves team that is really, really good. They could play an experienced vet Clippers team. So I don't think it really matters to them yet. Sure, if their last game of the season, they have a chance to sit guys and to get the Clippers instead of the Warriors, maybe they do that and they cross that bridge when they get there. But right now, I think it's about being healthy. It's about playing the right way, and it's about playing the best possible basketball to give you the most confidence going into this postseason. And that's what they're doing right now. But it is big. I think you play to get the highest seed no matter who that matchup looks in the postseason. It seems like that's what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's almost like it's impossible to try to figure out who you're going to play. It's a 4-team tie. It can change today, it'll change again tomorrow. So it's impossible to worry about what team you're going to be matched up with. The best thing that the Lakers can do is go out and figure out their rhythm, figure out their matchups, figure out their lineups going into the postseason, and just try to play the best brand of basketball that they can possibly play going into the postseason. So no matter what your matchup is, you feel really confident about moving on to the next round, no matter who it is.
Yeah, and they don't know what these other teams are going to do. So if they go ahead and lose these games, and then the Clippers run off the last 3, and they're trying to pick their matchup, it makes no sense to do right now. It's too early. They're doing exactly right. They got to continue to play. It's too early to rest guys until maybe that last game. If that's what you feel is a more favorable matchup, sure, do it. But right now, you got to keep hooping.
It's kind of fun. I mean, Clippers, Timberwolves, everybody's playing some, other than Denver, which I don't know what they're doing, but everyone's playing good basketball. Austin Reeves, Lou, I'm a big fan of, once you hit April on the calendar, start looking ahead to the All-Star team for next year. And so given how easy it seems to be right now, he's averaging 26 points over his last 14 games. Yeah. I mean, is it possible that we see the undrafted Austin Reeves as an All-Star?
He's in a run right now. He should have did this at the beginning of the season, and he would have been a bona fide all-star with these numbers. Like, he would have really put himself in a position to be an all-star. But yeah, he has an opportunity. The only thing that's going to hold him back, he's next to 2 legacy acts. He's next to 2 guys that are going to get grandfathered in to this all-star game. If they're having decent seasons, they're going to be voted in. So in order for him to get to an all-star game, they're going to have to be, what they are right now. They're going to have to be a top 3 seeded team, or put themselves in a position where they're going to be the best in the West, second or third or somewhere in there, and then he'll have a realistic opportunity to make the All-Star team. But got to give him credit. He's in an amazing run. He's going to be the key to their success going into this postseason and next season. He's going to be a pivotal piece for this Los Angeles Lakers team. But what he's been able to do in the month of April and March as well has been nothing short of amazing. So kudos to Austin Reeves. But looking ahead to the All-Star game, he's going to have to do this from game 1 all the way to about game 42 next year, considering that he plays next to LeBron James and Luka Doncic, who are almost going to be solidified 1 and 2 All-Star voted in guys. So to get a third guy, you got to be that top seed. You got to be one of the perennial teams in order to get a third guy. Other than that, unfortunately, he's going to get overlooked. But these numbers, it's going to be hard to overlook him if he's able to do this from game 1 all the way to the All-Star break next year.
Yeah, and look, it's wildly early to be thinking about All-Star weekend.
Never too early, Chandler.
But this is why All-Star voting is weird to me, because if Austin Reeves put up those type of numbers that we're looking at right now, the month leading up to the All-Star weekend, he's probably an All-Star. Those are insane numbers. The Lakers are going to be in that top 4, slot in the Western Conference, and you see guys that aren't All-Stars that make All NBA or vice versa. So I do think it happens way too early. I feel like in a month into the season, the voting starts. So it's not about having the best season. It's literally about having the best first 2 months of the season to make an All-Star. So if he continues to play like this, yes, LeBron James is going to be 41 years old next year. Do I dare say his numbers dip? And I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know. I don't know if you dare say that.
Yeah, probably not. So again, like Lou said, this team has to be elite, like a Cavs team this year, to get 3 All-Stars. Think about how good the Rockets were at All-Star break. Jalen Green's averaging 22, 5 and 4. Didn't make the All-Star team. They got 1. So your team success has to separate so much to get 3. But these numbers, they're undeniable. And again, he is super valuable. He's efficient. Those are all-star type numbers. It just depends on what else is going around in the league, obviously.
And Chandler, guess what? If LeBron decides this summer, you know what? Next year is my last run. He's in the All-Star game automatically.
Oh, great point.
And if Luke is healthy, he's an All-Star. So they're getting him.
So it's going to be tough for him unless they're like the 1 or 2 seed and he has these numbers. He'll be a shoe-in for sure.
That's crazy that he may always kind of be on the short end of that. Thunder lost back-to-back games right now. That's the second time only this entire season. Of course, lost to the Rockets on Friday and then this Lakers game. And I'm wondering, as you guys have mentioned, Lou, this is obviously the time of the season where they have nothing to play for in this regard other than to be peaking when playoffs start. But does it also tell you that perhaps other teams maybe are figuring anything out just in time against OKC?
Yeah, you know what? It could be a little bit of both, but from my experiences, this looks like a team that understands that they're in the position that they're in and they're ready for the postseason and they're trying to get out of these games safe and unharmed and healthy. You know what I mean? And we can start at SGA not shooting any free throws. I'm just going to shoot jump shots and I'm going to get out of here. I'm not foul baiting. I'm not doing any of these things to create any unnecessary contact right now. I'm about 10 days out from the postseason. I'm not gonna shake the tree. We're trying to get out of these games in one piece. That's what I'm seeing from the OKC Thunder. And then, if there are teams that feel like they're doing something in their scouting report that's putting them in a better position to beat the OKC Thunder, getting prepared for the postseason, then you give them credit as well. But from my experiences, this is a team that's playing for nothing. They understand that they're not playing for anything. You're getting a half-hearted effort right now, and that's what we're seeing. That's my opinion.
Yeah, they got